Hello Mallards, it is Tuesday and I would like the record to reflect that I did in fact do my laundry. Start to finish. I washed it, I dried it, I folded it, I put it away. And I feel like that needs to be said so that it can be recognized for the next time that I fail, that every once in a while I do succeed. Now I'm writing more letters. I have been playing with my wax seals. I'm starting to get them, so like this one shows up pretty well. I missed just a little bit on this one. I've been coloring them in, which is really fun. I think it helps. This is the first one I did where I still hadn't gotten the hang of it, so some of that is missing, but it's going. It's working pretty well. I like the way that they look. I have 2 more letters to write and then wax seal. Well, I have 4 to wax seal because I sort of like do them all in a set. So I'm gonna work on that and I'll check back in with you. I have also been watching some CW DC shows. Watched an episode of Batwoman where Luke Fox got a Batman suit, and I don't know much about Batman in general, like DC in general, I don't know much about, right? I haven't read a lot of the comics, but I do know that there is a black Batman at some point. And so maybe somebody on the internet, and by that, I mean, obviously I could look it up, but I love asking YouTube questions that I could just Google. What I found really interesting is that there are all these drawings that Luke did as a kid that show like the traditional like Batman cowl and then like clearly a black man underneath. But the suit that he wears has a full face mask. And I'm not saying that that's telling, but like it's a little bit telling. And so now I have to go look up if DC ever had an African-American Batman. And if so, did he like show his jawline or not? Because now I'm curious. But it's got this sort of like Batman Beyond feel, a show I have watched. And also like kind of like almost like a mech suit vibe because it's got like a visor that like comes down and lifts up, and it's got a glowing chest plate, which was pretty cool. And I think that was the end of this season of Batwoman, so now I will be in season 3 when I eventually get back to that, but I have like so much Flash and Supergirl and Superman and Lois and Legends of Tomorrow between now and then, so next year sometime I'm sure I'll get to it. I did some more of the wax seals. So this is a little fox colored red that I think turned out pretty well. This one is the Phoenix Tears logo that I also feel like turned out pretty well. This is an S that looks fine. I still struggle with the fact that like, I don't know, for whatever reason, it does look like an S when it's printed. But when I look at the bottom of this thing, I'm never sure which way to put it. And then another try at the moon and stars. This with some gold overlaid over it. And I feel like I've finally, like, maybe gotten the hang of how to position it. Like, I say that, but then this fox came over the edge and it was the last one I did. So, like, I can't make any promises, I guess. But I'm gonna walk those to the mailbox and then I think we're going to have a fire time. Look, it's the end of a fire. I didn't film it all during the actual fire. Why? Well, mostly because Megan was busy on the phone.
Some of the time I wasn't out here.
Yeah, that's true. Some of the time she wasn't out here. Amanda and I were having a really nice conversation that didn't require vlogging.
I'm just enjoying the fire.
Enjoying the fire.
VR.
Yeah, talking about the Oculus, talking about the fact that Vader Immortal is made by the same people who made the Void Star Wars experience. Whether or not that would make Amanda feel some type of way if she played it. But I do like the embers. They're so pretty and glowy. The fire is over. It is now late, as it always is by the time I finally go to bed. And I do need to go to bed because tomorrow I am spending most, if not all, of the day at the Fringe office. So I'm gonna sleep and I'll see you tomorrow.